Hello, pipe smokers of YouTube. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is enjoying the beginning of their week. I know Mondays usually suck for most people, but it's all about perspective, right? For me, it's been a day of relaxation, which is nice, much needed. I think I may have mentioned in another video, I can't remember if I've mentioned it or not, but I do epoxy coatings. So I work for a company that does epoxy floors, flake floors, and we also do epoxy coatings on the inside of fuel tanks, chemical tanks, and things like that. And we were actually in Georgia all of last week working at a plant, coating a few of their chemical tanks. We got back late Friday evening, and then beginning at 7 o'clock Saturday morning up until about 5:30 Saturday, I was working at a harvest festival not too far from me. I was running the booth for our church, basically just handing out tracts and giving out free water and stuff and sharing the gospel, with people that would allow us to do so, and inviting people to the church and stuff. So it was a good time. It was a little warm and it was a long day, especially after having been out of town for 5 days working. And then church yesterday and some activities after church yesterday afternoon. So today has been just a day of relaxation and doing nothing. I actually took a 2-hour nap earlier today. I was exhausted, so that 2-hour nap was much needed. I'm not smoking anything right now. I did enjoy a bowl of 2023 Cornell and Deal's The Beast earlier. That has become one of my favorite favorite blends of tobacco. I wish I'd have got more of it. I've only got 2 tins of it at the current moment, so I'm having to pace myself with that one because I like it so much and I don't want to run out. But anyway, the reason for today's video is basically I just wanted to show and talk briefly about a few things that I have acquired recently. For a portion of one of the days that I was out of town working, I was a hole watch. And if anybody works in the trades, you'll understand what a hole watch is. For those that don't, it's basically if anybody is in a confined space, like inside of a tank of some kind, you have to have a hole watch, basically a safety man to watch and have a little radio to talk back and forth to the safety team and stuff, and just make sure that the person inside the tank is safe. So for a minute while I was just checking my emails and stuff like that, I realized that I had an email, or I think I seen it on social media maybe actually, where Missouri Meerschaum come out with their Halloween pipe. I liked it, so I ordered one. And it is from what I understand, I don't know what they're actually calling it. Maybe it's just the Halloween pipe. But it's Missouri Meerschaum's corn cob. So that's just a corn cob painted black. It's got the the slant on the bottom. And I just love that painted wood shank. And I really love that red stem. I'm assuming that is acrylic, but it just has like a nice sheen to it, like a silvery, glittery sheen to it. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera or not, but for the price, I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and order myself one. I just got it in the mail today, so it is unsmoked. I'm not sure what I will smoke out of it first. but I look forward to that first bowl, that's for sure. So the other thing that I got in the mail today is something from Redeemed Pipes. He has been posting quite a number of pipes that I've wanted, but just was hesitant to pull the trigger on. And he and I were talking in the DMs on Instagram, and he sent me a couple pictures of this pipe, and I instantly fell in love. And I ordered it. It came today, and it is the Savinelli Spring. I think it's called the Pot. I'm not sure what year it is when it was made, but that is this pipe here. I think the grain on that is beautiful. The lighting in here isn't great, and again, I'm shooting this on my iPhone, so I don't know how well that's picking up, but it has obviously been smoked. It is an estate pipe, but for the price and for the shape that it's in, you know, having been used before, I was like, yeah, I need that. So again, I have not smoked this one just yet, but I'm very much looking forward to doing so. Thank you to Redeemed Pipes. I think his name is Ben. I've got his card sitting here. Yes, Ben Smith. So that is his card there. If any of you guys are not familiar with him, he's got a Facebook and an Instagram. Both are Redeemed Pipes. And from what I understand, he just buys estate pipes, used pipes and stuff, and restores them and sells them a lot of the times at a very good price. Actually, yeah, his Instagram handle is right there if you want to check that out. He's got some great stuff on there. I was really impressed with the packaging. He had all kinds of packing paper and bubble wrap and everything in there to made sure that it was very well protected. So that is very appreciated. The coolest thing, and the thing that I am most excited about to show you guys and talk about, if you remember from one of my previous videos, I talked about my great-grandfather and how I got into pipe smoking and just the memories that I have revolving around my great-grandfather and pipe smoking. My mom's brother, my uncle, his wife, my mother, and myself will often get together about once a month and have lunch together. And it's just a way to enjoy a meal and to see each other and to spend some time together and stuff. Well, the day prior to us meeting, just a couple of weeks ago, my uncle reached out to my mother, and she got in touch with me and asked me if I would like some more stuff that belonged to my great-grandfather. He had some stuff in storage that belonged to him and thought that I might want it. And when he told my mother what it was, I was instantly ecstatic and just overjoyed, and immediately was like, yes, 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 please. I would love to have these things. So when we went to meet him, he had them in his trunk and pulled them out and handed them to me, and I was just overjoyed. And I would like to show you those things now. And the first thing that I will show you is a pipe tool that belonged, again, to my great-grandfather. And this is a Savinelli pipe tool. So it's like the check tool that we all know, but slightly different. I've not personally seen one like this. It's called the Inox, I believe, I-N-O-X. I don't know if that will pick up on camera or not. It's right here. It's very dirty. It's not been cleaned or taken care of. Again, it's been in storage, so I'll have to spend some time cleaning up these items. But it's got this little knife-like deal. It actually has a little bit of an edge on it, and it's got this tamper tool on there that actually is on a little swivel that moves. And then this piece here. I've not seen one like this. I think it's really interesting. Again, I'm not even sure how old this thing is. My great-grandfather passed away in 1998, 99, somewhere around in that time frame. So I know all of these things predate that by who knows how many years. And I also got a handful of pipes from him. Unfortunately, many of them are in very bad shape. This one here is a unmarked pipe. Doesn't have anything on there. You can see that maybe you can see, it's still got all the char in there from where he was smoking, and unfortunately a bit of mold as well. And it appears that the stem has been broken at some point in time. You can see that it's been chipped off there, and it's still got all the residues and all that. So my goal is to try and get these restored as best as possible. This one is, let's see if I can get the lighting to cooperate with me. I can't really read it. I can read 705 on it. That's all I can read at the moment. Maybe if I get them cleaned up a little bit more, I can tell what it is. But there's this one here. Again, you can see all the dirty residue and the char inside the bowl as well. This one is a Edwards. It's an Edwards pipe. I'm not familiar with Edwards, but I do like the little bit of, maybe that's supposed to look like sandblasting there on the side. Again, in very bad shape. I mean, these are at least from the 90s, and just been in storage ever since my great-grandfather passed away. This one as well is unmarked. I don't see any kind of markings or names on it. And that one's got some pretty thick char in there. I know the term for what this is called, but for whatever reason, I cannot bring it to mind at the moment. But it's just, it looks like, you know, residue from being smoked and his saliva and such. This one here is probably my favorite out of the bunch. And this one is a Carry Magic Inch. So there's that one. And this one doesn't seem to be as smoked. There's no significant charring in there or anything. Unfortunately, as you can see there, it does have some mold on there. I'm not sure if any of the mold on any of these pipes have permeated down into the briar. I don't know if that is a thing that happens or not, or if there's a way to find out. I would love, if possible, to have this one restored to where I would be able to smoke it myself. This next one, which is the last of the pipe, the only thing I can read on there is GBD, if I'm reading that correctly, and the word virgin. GBD virgin. Made in London, England, and the number on it is 335. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not familiar. And unfortunately, if you can see that, this one's pretty cracked through the bottom. But it's a beautiful pipe. I know I will never be able to smoke this one because of that very large and deep crack on it. But at the very least, I would love to get it cleaned so that I can at least display it. I would like to get a pipe rack so that I can display these. Prior to this lot, I have two other pipes that belong to my great-grandfather sitting on top of my bookshelf, and those are in okay condition. So I would like to be able to display all of these together. That would be my ultimate goal, and with that one, I would like to smoke it. And the very last thing that I would like to show you guys that I acquired that belonged to my great-grandfather is his personal pipe stand. I know I'm not able to get a great camera angle on this, but it is a stand-up pipe stand. I haven't counted how many are here for it to hold, but it's got all the slots and everything, you know, to hold the pipes. And right in here goes a little, it looks like a cigarette ashtray. Maybe it's big enough to be a cigar ashtray, but it's a nice old amber glass ashtray. And it sits just in the top there, and all your pipes go here. And I'm just really excited for the fact that these belong to my great-grandfather. And I remember, I'm 37 years old now. Like I said, my great-grandfather passed away in 98, 99. But I remember being a child and walking into his bedroom, because him and my grandmother had separate bedrooms. And I remember walking into his bedroom and him sitting in his little recliner and watching his little TV. And he had this exact pipe stand sitting by his recliner with all these pipes here, you know, lining that pipe stand. And I remember seeing him sitting there smoking a pipe and that smell. And it's just incredible and nostalgic and just heartwarming for me to possess something of my great-grandfather's and to be that I remember seeing as a child. And now I can clean these things up, I can restore them, and I can use that pipe stand myself and put my own pipes on it. And you know, the good Lord willing, maybe one day I can pass these things on to my own children and so on and so forth. So it's just, it means a lot to me to have these things. I just hope that you guys have stuck around this long. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing these things that I was able to show you guys today. I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the subscribers. Thank you so much for that. I've only made a handful of videos and I'm already inching close to 100 subscribers. It's mind-boggling to me that 100 people care about what I'm saying or doing in these videos. But I appreciate it nonetheless. And with that being said, I do have a giveaway in mind for when I do cross that 100 subscriber threshold. I think I'm right at 76 subscribers last I checked. So once I actually do hit 100, I will make a video announcing that giveaway. But as it stands right now, I have a pipe that I want to give away and maybe some tobacco to go along with it. So in the next couple of weeks, couple of days, however long it takes for me to actually cross that threshold, keep an eye out for that giveaway video. Again, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and God bless. Later.